There have been 15 Shadow Legendary Pokemon released in Pokemon Go, and I'm missing one of them. And we all know who's got that last Shadow Legendary Pokemon. It is Giovanni, which is right here, right now. We're gonna go ahead and battle this for the 15th time. Well, probably more than 15 times now. But we're gonna go ahead and use our Super Rocket Radar and battle Giovanni for the first time in a while. It's always a fun time battling Giovanni, to be honest, because I love getting me some Shadow Legendary Pokemon, adding them to my collection. I think we're gonna go with 2 Machamps right here, my Shadow Machamp, and then probably my Hundo Machamp. And for the third Pokemon, I think I wanna go with Kyogre, and I'm actually gonna Primal Evolution this as well, just because, why not? It's only gonna make it better. I don't even think we'll ever even use this Kyogre. I feel like it's just gonna be Machamps the whole time. So let's go ahead and do that Primal Reversion right there. Schlundo Kyogre, by the way. Gonna be part of the squad today. Machamp, Schlundo Kyogre. Giovanni's got no chance. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Giovanni is going to get battled and going to get rocked. We're going in with Shadow Machamp to start this thing off against Shadow Persian, of course, as usual. Let's go ahead and tap this thing down. Actually, we're gonna have to swap into our next Machamp because I want to get some moves off. It's a great strategy. I feel like, honestly, these 2 Machamps will do a lot of work today. Can we tap down this Persian? No. Let me know in the comments if you guys have battled this version of Giovanni with Shadow. Well, I'll keep it a secret for now, even though you guys know what it is. But for those of you that don't know, we do have a new Shadow Legendary in Pokemon Go, and we're gonna be getting it right here, right now. Okay, let's go ahead and use this Cross Chop. It's gonna get blocked, of course. Kingler is the second Pokemon. That's interesting. Honestly, that's not gonna be a problem at all. I don't even think we're gonna end up using our Kyogre. Let's go ahead and tap this down, and let's get a move off. Remember with Giovanni, the starting Pokemon is always gonna be Shadow Persian, and then the middle Pokemon, I think that changes, but the final Pokemon will always be whatever the current Shadow Legendary is, and it's that guy right there, Shadow Regigigas, bro. I love Regigigas. I think it's a really, really dope Pokemon. I know it's not the most useful thing ever, but it's still cool, and I still want one. There it is. That is so sick. Cannot wait to catch it, but first, we gotta take it down. Shadow Machamp. Come on, baby. That'll do it. Shadow Regigigas will go down right after this Dynamic Punch. Man, that is awesome. Can't wait to grab it. I've had some pretty insane Shadow Legendary luck in the past, as you guys may know, but down goes Giovanni for the, I don't even know how many time in my career. Let's go ahead and get all the goodies from this battle. What do we get? 5,000 Stardust, 12 Max Revives, that's way too many, and that's it. But ladies and gents, we got 20 balls, and let's go ahead and rescue Shadow Legendary Regigigas, 1511 CP, weather boosted. I don't know what the weather boosted hundo is, but you know what? Actually, let's Silver Pineapple this, because I'm pretty sure these can't really run, so let's Silver Pineapple this and get some more candy out of it. But 1511 CP, I don't know what the hundo is, but let's try to grab this right here and see if we can get a good one. I didn't even expect a weather boost. I didn't even think about that, to be honest, but you'd love to see it, and down it goes in the first ball. Moment of truth. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have a Shadow Legendary Regigigas. This is a 1511. I have zero clue, like zero clue what the hundo is. This could be the hundo for all I know. This could be the worst one. Let's find out together. Weather boosted Shadow Legendary. Oh God. 668 on the IVs right there are atrocious, especially considering that with a weather boost, I'm pretty sure the floor is 555 or whatever, or is the floor 666? I'm not sure. This is one of the worst ones we could have got possible. Man, it's rough because Shadow Legendary Regigigas, as awesome as it looks, is definitely not any good. Don't have any plans to use this guy in combat, but he's still an awesome Pokemon to keep in the collection, and he's the 15th and final Shadow Legendary Pokemon to obtain in Pokemon Go, so now I have them all. We'll take a look at that in a second, but I do want to take a look at something. As you guys may know, Regigigas gets quite large, and as you can see, this is my whole collection right here. We have a 100% IV one that's 50 max, and it is the biggest Pokemon in my account, sitting at 4,913 CP, which is insane. So I wonder, what does the Shadow max out at? If I was just gonna do it, 4601, and that costs 600,000 Stardust, 360 XL candies that I do not have. I would never 50 max this. This is a horrible one, but I was just curious. It still gets quite large. I mean, 4601. That would be the 5th best Pokemon on my account. That's actually insane. So Regigigas does get huge if you guys care about CP, but again, not useful, not worth your time or money or Stardust or XP or anything. But anyways, that was awesome. I love collecting Pokemon, so I'm gonna go ahead and appreciate this and keep this and enjoy it. But I do understand if you don't want to battle Giovanni, you want to save your Super Rocket Radar, it's not a problem. So yeah, there's been 15 Shadow Legendaries available in Pokemon Go history, and I have all 15 of them now, starting with some Shadow Articuno. This does have a shiny Shadow that is available currently, and I don't have it, unfortunately. These are really really hard to take down and they're in person only, so not gonna have many chances at that. But I did take down this. I have a 96% IV Shadow Zapdos. It could be a hundo. I could if I wanted to, but probably not the best idea. I already have a hundo and it's stronger as a shadow, so that's pretty incredible. I appreciate this guy a lot. I might have to max this guy out at some point, but I'm definitely gonna give him the dog tag. But we do have some Shadow Zapdos. We have some Shadow Moltres, which is also Shiny Shadow eligible. I wasn't able to take down many of them, but I got it. But I do have this Shiny Shadow Mewtwo. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't seen this clip, you gotta go see it. It's a 96% IV Shadow Shiny Mewtwo on the final raid of that raid weekend. And that might be the moment, the defining moment in my career. The most iconic, I feel like. The 15 attack, 96% Shiny Shadow Mewtwo. I did like 60 raids that weekend. Couldn't get it. Was literally giving up, like was sad, was gonna ruin my whole week. And then we clutched this bad boy. So this guy means a lot to me, but we have plenty of Shiny Shadow Mewtwo, or sorry, plenty of Shadow Mewtwo. And we have the Shiny Shadow. We have Shadow Raikou, which is awesome, 15 attack. We have Shadow Entei, which, yo, I low-key have pretty good Shadow luck, huh? Low-key, because this is a 93% IV Shadow Entei, which is awesome. Could be a hundo, won't do it. My Shadow Suicune is not that great, but that's fine. We don't have to talk about that. Moving on to Lugia, we've had 2 opportunities with Shadow Lugia, and actually, that's Shiny eligible in raids as well. I wasn't able to do one, but I need that so bad. It's probably the one I want the most. Here is the Apex Shadow Lugia, which is awesome. We have a Shadow Ho-Oh, which has been available, I believe, 2 times. This one is horrible, but it's fine. We don't gotta talk about that. And then we get to the Regis. We have the Regi Rock, we have Regi Ice, which is my best one actually, and then Regi Steel, which they're really all bad and they're not useful, but it's cool. That's not true, they could be useful, it just depends on the scenario. And then the best Shadow Pokemon I own in my account by far. I mean, well, I don't know. What's better, a Shadow Hundo Legendary or a Shiny Shadow Mewtwo that's a 96%? Probably the Mewtwo, but this is incredibly epic. If you haven't seen this is another career-defining moment for me. 100% IV Shadow Legendary Latias. The reaction was so organic and I didn't know what to do. I spit a drink out of my mouth. It was crazy. So if you haven't seen that adventure, you gotta go see it. This is amazing. It's 50 maxed, it's double moved, and I feel like one day I'm gonna accidentally purify it, and that's the day I'll quit forever. One of my favorite Pokemon that I own by far in this gosh darn game. The Latios, however, was actually not too bad. That's a 2-star. Not too bad actually, but the Latios not as great. Of course, can't really get much better. And then the Regigigas from today is unfortunately not good at all. So I got a little bit unlucky there, but ladies and gentlemen, I currently own every single Shadow Legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and that's a pretty awesome feat. Now, if I want to really go overkill with this, I gotta get the Shiny Shadow version of Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Lugia, because those are the current Shiny Shadows that I do not have. I only have Mewtwo. But let me know in the comments what your best Shadow Legendary Pokemon is, if you guys have any of the Shiny Shadows, and if you guys' Shadow collection is better than mine, because honestly, it might be. I mean, my big highlights are the Hundo Latias, the really good Entei, the really good Mewtwo, but other than that, not too much in there. But there's something we can't forget to do, and I forget to do it every time. There is the special research that we have to complete. Stage 4 does give us some goodies and an encounter, and I don't know what the encounter is. I feel like I always forget what it is. I don't even know if it's the same every time. It's a costume Gengar. Oh, I guess it depends on when it came out. It's a costume Gengar, not shiny. It's the one from the Halloween event that just came and went, and I didn't get the shiny, unfortunately, and I always wanted the hundo, and not gonna get it today. That's one of the worst ones. But down goes stage 4 of the research right there, and now we can move on to stage 5, which is already complete. We're gonna get 7,500 Stardust. Wait, that's not true. We're gonna be getting 11,000 Stardust, which is very nice. 5,000 XP and 2 Silver Pineapple Berries. Thank you very much. And speaking of special researches, guys, this is a little embarrassing, I have to admit, but I still have this Paldean adventure special research that I have to finish and move on with, bro. So allow me to do this really quick. I wanted to wait to do this on the video in case I got anything special from it. We just got a bunch of goodies right there and an encounter with a Lechonk, not shiny, but that puts us at stage 4 of this research. This is a pretty old research that I really should have got done a long time ago, but it's fine. We can move on with it now. We're here. 288, second worst one possible. IVs have not been kind to me today. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's move on. We have to explore 30 kilometers. I should have claimed this months ago. That is disgusting. Catch 400 Pokemon, earn 40 candies, and visit Pokestops on 14 different days. What the heck does this get me? Do you guys know? What is Paldean Adventure? What do you get at the end of the research? I actually could not tell you for the life of me what this research is about. Is it a mythical? Like that's a lot. This is like some shiny Mew research. 30 kilometers, 400 Pokemon, 40 candies, 14 different stops on different days, and a Crocolore? What the heck is a Crocolore? Is that one of the starters? I don't know, dude. This is an insane research, and I completely regret not collecting this like 2 months ago, because I probably would have been done by now. Yikes. Well, that's gonna take me forever, so let's just close that up and forget that ever happened. Well, anyways, I'm glad I took down Giovanni, caught myself a new Shadow Legendary. I now have them all, which is pretty awesome. Again, let me know in the comments which ones you guys have or don't have. You guys also might have seen I have a lot of other researches that I need to move on with, so we gotta start working on those. Today was a lot of fun. Didn't get too lucky, but it's all good GG's.